Hi, welcome back. Here we have October-November 2022, variant 4.2. Question number 1. At a football club, season tickets are sold for seated areas and for standing areas. The cost of season tickets are in the ratio seated is to standing. So seated is to standing. The ratio is given as 5:3. The cost of the season ticket for the standing area. So standing area, the ticket is for $45. We need to find out the cost of a season ticket for the seated area. So for standing, it's $45. The ratio is 3. So 3 times what gives you 45? 3 times 15 will give you 45. So same thing we need to use for seated. Seated, the ratio is 5. So when you multiply by 15, what will we get? 5 multiplied by 15 is 75. So that makes sense. Seated will be $75 and standing will be 45. When you simplify this into lowest term, you will get it back as 5:3. 5:3. So the question was to find out the cost of a season ticket. That will be $75. Now moving on to the second part here. In 2021, the value of team's players was 2.65 million. In 2022, this value has decreased by 12%. Find the value in 2022. So this is old value, new value, multiplier, connecting that formula. We know the formula new value is equals to old value or original value times the multiplier. So we need to find the value in 2022. That means new value is what we need to find out. We know the value in 2021, that is the original value or old value, that is 2.65 million. Multiplier, you need to understand that multiplier will always be represented in decimal. The multiplier, how can we find out? It's decreased by 12%. Decreased by 12% means 100. From 100, you subtract 12. So 100 minus 12 is 88. So 88%. Now, as I said, multiplier will always be represented as a decimal. 88% we need to represent as a decimal. 88 divided by 100, percentage to fraction, dividing by 100. 88 divided by 100 is 0.88. So 2.65 multiplied by 0.88, when you put this in calculator, 2.65 multiplied by 0.88, you will get it as 2.332 million. 2.332 million will be your answer for the second subdivision. Now for the third subdivision, we have the number of people at a football match is 1,455. And that is 6.25% of the total number of people allowed in the stadium. Find the number of people allowed in the stadium. So 6.25% of the total number of people, 6.25% of the people in the stadium corresponds to 1,455 people. So 6.25% of the total number of people. So when the stadium is completely full, that means when the stadium is 100%, what will be the number of people? So we just have to cross multiply them. 6.25 into x is equals to 1,455 into 100. Therefore, x will be 145,500 divided by 6.25. When you put this in calculator, you will get it as 145500 divided by 6.25. You will get it as 23,280. So 23,280 people. That is the, if we have full completely packed stadium, 100% with the people. So we'll be having 23,280 people over there. Now in the stadium, it was only 6.25% was filled. So that is 1,455. I hope you have understood this. Now let's move on to the next one. The average attendance increased exponentially by 4% each year for the 3 years from 2016 to 2019. In 2019, the average attendance is 1,631. Find the average attendance for 2016. So now this is a repeated percentage increase, or we can say that this can be a compound interest question as well. So here, uh, we'll use the formula new value is equals to old value times multiplier. Now, in 2019, the average attendance was 1631. That means we know the new value as 1631. We need to find the attendance for 2016. That is, old value is what we need to find out. Now, multiplier, it is increasing exponentially by 4. Increasing exponentially by 4 means 100 plus 4 percentage. 100 plus 4 is 104 percentage. And we know that the multiplier will be always represented by in decimals. So 104 percentage, you represent it as a fraction. 104 by 100, that will give you 1.04. Now, it is exponentially increasing by 4% each year for the 3 years. So that means 1.04 to the power of 3. First of all, let's find what is 1.04 to the power of 3. You will get it as 1.12486. So old value will be multiplication goes to the other side. It becomes division. 1631 divided by 1.12486. That will give us 1450. So 1450 was the average attendance for 2016. So when you find out multiplier here, you need to be very careful. It was given that exponentially increasing by 4% each year. So 100 plus 404 percentage, and we know multiplier should be always written as a decimal. So it will be 1.04, but it's for the next 3 years. So 1.04 to the power of 3. So now moving on to the next one here. Or else we can also find out this question using a compound interest formula. Amount is equals to principal into 1 plus r by 100 to the power of n. So amount, we know in 2019, we are having 1,631. In 2016, we don't know, we'll take it as P itself. 1 plus, it's increasing by 4%. So rate is 4 over 100 for the next 3 years. So 1,631 is equals to P into 4 by 100 is 0.04. So 1 plus 0.04 is 1.04 to the power of 3. Now, 1.04 to the power of 3, we know that it is 1.04 to the power of 3, we know it is 1.124864. So P will be 1631 divided by 1.124864. This will also give you the answer as, what was the answer? 1631 divided by the answer, you will get 1450. Yeah. So 1450. Both the ways you can solve. Moving on to the next question here. Another club sells season tickets for individuals and for families. In 2018, the number of season tickets sold is in the ratio family is to individual. So family is to individual. The ratio is given as 2:7. Number of family season tickets sold is X. Write an expression in terms of X for the number of individual season tickets sold. So number of families tickets sold was X. We need to find out in terms of X, the number of season tickets, individual season tickets. So just again, cross multiply. 7 into X is 7X is equals to 2 into whatever the value that we need to find out. So 2 goes to the other side, multiplication of 2 goes to the other side, it becomes 7x over 2. 7x over 2 will be the answer. Or you can write it as 7 by 2 is 3.5, so 3.5x. I repeat here, the ratio of families to individual was given as 2:7, and the number of family season tickets sold was given as X. We had to find out. So I put a question mark here. So that is what I need to find out. The number of individual season tickets sold. Cross multiplication. 7 into X will give us 7X, and 2 into the number of individual season tickets sold. That will give you, that is what we had to find out. So cross multiplication, this is basic algebra. 7x divided by 2 will be your answer, or 3.5x. Now, in 2019, the number of family season tickets sold increases by 12, and the number of individual season tickets sold decreases by 26. Complete the table by writing expressions in terms of X for the number of tickets sold each year. In 2018, we know family tickets was X and individual tickets, we got the answer as 3.5X. Now in 2019, the number of family season tickets sold increases by 12. So X increases by 12 means it will be now X plus 12. And the number of individual tickets sold decreases by 26. So individual tickets was 3.5x, decreases by 26 means it is minus 26. So now we have the last subdivision. In 2019, the number of individual season tickets sold is 3 times the number of family season tickets sold. So in 2019, if you remember, this was X plus 12, and this was 3.5x minus 26, and this was 3.5x. So in 2019, the number of individual season tickets, the number of individual season tickets is 3.5x minus 26 is 3 times the number of family tickets. So 3 times number of family tickets in 2019 is X plus 12. Write an equation in X and solve it. We wrote the equation in terms of X. Solve it to find the number of family tickets sold in 2018. Number of family tickets sold in 2018 is X. So basically, we need to find out the value of X by simplifying this. So 3.5x minus 26 is equals to 3 multiplied by x is 3x plus 3 multiplied by 12 is 36. Bring all the x terms together. So 3.5x minus 3x is equals to 36. Minus 26 goes to the right hand side. It becomes positive 26. 3.5 minus 3 is 0.5x is equals to 36 plus 26 is 62. Therefore, x will be 62 multiplied by 2. 0.5x means it is 1 by 2x is equals to 62. So cross multiply this, you will get x is equals to 62 times 2. That is 124. That is 124 will be your final answer. So the number of family tickets sold in 2018 is 124. So this was the last subdivision from question number 1. I hope you have understood this. So if you have any doubt, feel free to write it in the comment box. Thank you for watching.